I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the scandal around Timothy Chalamet and his put downs of opera and ballet, referring to them as dead art forms. They're just worthless and disappearing and all of that. It's sort of funny to me because those are things that I enjoy so very much. But the thing I notice for so many of my clients, it's really relevant because they feel affirmed when he says stuff like that, because for them, the bandwidth of acceptable masculine activities is ever shrinking and becoming more and more narrow. For example, it might be okay to be a carpenter so long as you don't do anything that's, too fine. Maybe something really involving big hammers, lots of nails. God forbid you made anything that was just actually beautiful and that you long to create beauty in your life. So anything that we do that's remotely lacking in masculinity somehow becomes a metric that ranks our masculinity and our acceptability in the circle of men, because we're really not even men. At a certain point, you cross over from being a man to being a gay man to being, well, you're just one of the women, for crying out loud. You like interior decorating? What is wrong with you? So when I get guys like this in my office, I try to explain to them that our love of beauty is written on our DNA. It's part of who we are. And our capacity for enjoying beauty in all of its forms is the wonderful part of being a man. So sometimes I might be walking through a rose garden and just savoring the experience of being surrounded by beautiful roses and immersed in their fragrance. That's a wonderful part about being a man, just as wonderful as going to a car show and enjoying all the beautiful cars. I can enjoy beauty in all of its forms because that's what it means for me to be a man. When my clients hear me say all this, when I start waxing poetic about my love of art, my love of architecture, how I like beauty in all of its forms, there's kind of an awkward silence in the room because they haven't heard anybody else say that. And they don't know quite what to say. And for some of my clients, it pricks their ears and they realize they have a lot more freedom than they ever thought they did. And they become interested in those things that are really truly gay, like yoga or beauty in some other form besides a gun, a car, and a woman. The truth is, no one man is going to be benefited from having a very narrow conception of beauty. We need a broadened conception of beauty because although women are amazingly beautiful and they represent the height and the standard of beauty in our lives, it's exhausting to be the only source of beauty in a man's life. Women need men who have a broad sense of what beauty really is and how it resonates inside of their own heart as men.